The ancestors of the Harima are said to have risen out of the ground, their flesh made of the desert stone that they emerged from. The Harima still show the vestiges of these ancestors in their tough skin, turning them into deadly fighters. My name is David, and this is another Songs of Conquest Unit Spotlight. This week's topic, the Brutes of Barya.
In the songs of conquest, four factions rise, with power and strategy, each claiming their prize. Through swamp and forest, through gold and the dead, we'll fight till the end, till the last blood is shed.
Brutes can be bought from the Fortalice building in Baryan settlements. The Fortalice is a medium-sized building costing 2,500 gold, 5 stone, and 5 celestial ore. The Fortalice can be further upgraded to Tier 2 by spending an additional 10 stone and 10 celestial ore, giving you access to the Scarred Brutes. The Fortalices are expensive and only produce one Brute or Scarred Brute per Fortalice per turn, making it difficult to amass a lot of units. But oh boy is what you get worth it. Regular Brutes have fairly high stats, dealing 12 to 14 damage in attack, and having 60 health, 28 offense, and 17 defense. The crowning jewel of Brutes, though, is the 50% magic resistance that they naturally have, making them very difficult to kill with spells. Upgrading Brutes to Scarred Brutes makes them even stronger, doubling their damage and giving them an approximately 50% increase in offense and defense. The Scarred Brutes also gain the Frontline Fighter trait, giving them plus 10 offense, defense, and initiative per adjacent enemy, as well as the activatable ability Defend, which gives them plus 25 defense and 25% magic resistance. This makes the Brutes and Scarred Brutes well worth the 700 and 1200 gold that they cost respectively. Brutes are an incredible melee unit, which makes them a great frontline for your army. They can be used defensively to stop enemies from reaching your musketeers and hellroars, but they're even better when used offensively, sending them into the middle of the enemy army to take advantage of their frontline fighter trait. The lack of a ranged option on the Brutes makes them vulnerable to teams with a lot of ranged units. This means that you'll need to support the Brutes either with your own ranged units, of which Barya has many, or with magic, such as in the Apocalypse strategy, where you pair Brutes up with Artificers and click the Apocalypse spell button as many times as possible. In terms of wielders, Brutes get the most stats if assigned to Hugh of Rosewater, who specifically buffs Harima troops. However, the Brutes actually fare better if assigned to a magic wielder who can use spells to cover for the Brute's weaknesses. Options for magic wielders include Bigly Satherdown, Sought For, or best of all, Everthink, whose bonus 40% magic resistance specialization allows the Brutes to reach the maximum 80% magic resistance threshold without clicking their defend ability. The Brute-specific research only increases the speed stats of the Brutes, bringing it up from 4 to 5 hexes, giving Brutes a respectable speed that you wouldn't expect from such a hulking figure, and allowing this unit to close the distance on ranged troops relatively easily. The other two researches give the Brutes the intimidating ability, reducing the offense and defense of nearby enemy troops, and the frightful ability, which prevents enemy troops from retaliating against the Brute. The Baryan Brutes have the high stats to reflect their hulking figures on the battlefield. Their innate magic resistance makes it difficult to remove them from the battlefield, meaning their only real weakness is their lack of ranged attacks. Though it takes a long time to generate a stack of Brutes, and they are expensive to purchase, they are a worthwhile investment that can form the backbone of any Baryan strategy. I give them a rating of A+. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next song.